Oh, hello. I was just doing a little light reading since most of our legislators in Tennessee don't seem to be familiar with this document. Welcome to... hold on. Flip Chart Friday. Now that my shoulders are thoroughly warmed. Wanted to talk about the Supreme Court and this election. You know, with the passing of Justice Ginsburg, we thought this was appropriate and timely and a good way to get across some information about the Supreme Court process. So just a reminder, the president nominates someone to be on the court and the Senate either approves or rejects them. And that's it. But the House also has an important role to play. Now, over the course of our history, we've had a couple bad court decisions. We're bound to have a couple more. And we can do two primary things to make sure that we serve as a check on those bad decisions. First, the court can overrule itself, as it did with Brown v. Board of Education. But second, we can pass a constitutional amendment. The House of Representatives started that process with the 13th and 14th Amendments after the Dred Scott decision, and we did, again, to lower the voting age to 18. That is an important function of the House of Representatives, the body I'm running for again, in order to make sure that we serve as a check on a third branch of government. Now, here are some of the topics that are coming up that we should pay attention to. These are three issues that may come up in the court in the next couple months, couple years, but basically in a court in which there might be a new Supreme Court justice that's confirmed. And these are three issues that I picked at random. There are many issues that might come up. I just want you to know that. So these issues are healthcare. Well, the Affordable Care Act, there's plenty of cases about it. One has been presented to the court and a decision is expected. This could affect the healthcare and insurance coverage of millions of Americans. And really goes to the heart of why the Supreme Court has a major role to play in expanding the Affordable Care Act or expanding Medicare and creating a single-payer system. In either case, the court has a pretty crucial role to play, and Congress, therefore, has a crucial role to play in serving as a check, just in case it needs to. Reproductive rights is another area that might come up. Justice Ginsburg was a huge champion of reproductive rights to include things like birth control. And that's something that we need to be cautious of in terms of who we nominate to the court, as well as what the decisions are that are going to come from. And finally, campaign finance reform. This is something that I've been campaigning on for a number of months. It's the idea that corporations currently can outspend you. They can make sure that their voice is heard much clearer than your voice is heard. The way they do that is they can spend millions and millions of dollars unchecked, whereas we are limited in our total campaign contribution, and then obviously we're limited in terms of how much we can just spend to give a donation, if that's even something we want to do. This is something that needs to end, or be reformed rather, and Citizens United, which is the decision that gave corporations that privilege, needs to be overturned. We can do that through a constitutional amendment. So what's next? Well, is it possible that the President and the Senate have enough votes to confirm the next Supreme Court justice? Absolutely. But that's all the more reason why that we need to get out there, we need to vote, we need to make our voices heard, we need to send senators letters to make sure they know where we stand on a new nominee. But also, we need to, yes, win the White House, we need to, yes, win a majority in the Senate, so we can confirm nominees that better reflect us. But we also need to win a 2/3 majority in the House so that we can have amendments passed, just in case we need to serve as a check on the court again. And electing me is going to go a long way to doing that. Finally, I want to take a minute to appreciate the life of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. An extraordinary life, a dedicated civil servant, one who championed causes for minorities, for immigrants, for women's rights, for reproductive rights, for all those who needed a voice. I am filled with optimism because of her work, and I know that the best way to honor her is to continue to fight for all the causes she believed in and to continue making this country better. Thank you.